G'day, welcome back to your daily dose of Karens, Chems, they're no good, idiotic, crazy public freakouts here on Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. According to YouTube, only 13% of you guys are actually subscribed who watch consistently. So I ask you, if you watch consistently, why don't you subscribe? It doesn't change anything for you, you still get my videos all the same, but it severely helps me. So subscribe. This clip seems to be splitting opinions, so I want to hear yours, but let's tell you the story. So what's happened here is this lady's doing an Instacart order for someone, but refuses to get out of her car because she has her kid with her. So the person who ordered the stuff to his door has had to come out in the rain to grab his Instacart, and so this happens.
Why are you being rude and knocking on my door?
Give me the Instacart.
What are you doing? It's in the trunk. What are you
Give
doing?
me the Instacart.
I have my baby in the car. What are you doing?
I said, give me your Instacart.
What the f is wrong with this guy? I just pulled up. What the f is wrong with you? I just pulled up. And you're hitting my car.
I want my Instacart.
What the f is wrong with you? My child is in the car. You're yanking on my car. You're banging on my car. What the f is wrong with you? And you're shaking. I don't give a f. I'm taking it back to the store. Order it again.
Now, I personally think that the guy's reaction to this entire thing is a bit much and a bit over the top and very much unnecessary. Again, I always like to say, just keep calm, be kind and patient, even if the people around you aren't doing that, because it'll get you further in life. But also on the same note here, what do you expect is going to happen when you force someone to come and get their delivery when it's pissing down rain because you don't want to go inside and do your job? I don't know. And I get the idea that you you have to take your kid with you because you probably can't afford a babysitter or there's no one else who can look after your kid for you in this point in time, so I can understand that. But then that's where you got to figure out how to best do your job here and not piss people off, especially when it's raining like it currently is. This person supposedly just hopped out of their car, which currently has a dog in it, but the car is still currently running, as you can hear slightly in the background of the video. Anyway, here we have a bunch of other people who are going off at her for leaving her dog in her car in the apparent heat of said car.
Why are you minding my business, though?
Because that dog is being tortured.
How is she being tortured?
You left her in your car. Are you stupid?
I haven't even got out the car yet, sir. I literally just pulled up.
You are out of the car.
I literally just pulled up. What are you guys talking about? And I told you to mind your business.
I'm gonna mind my business. There's dog left in the car.
Like, what are you talking about? She's fine. The car is on. The air is on. So what are you guys talking about? Like, what's the problem? Karens, man. But
It's open though.
you want to fill inside my car, lady? You're minding the wrong business. My car is on. My air is blowing. I have a husky.
I know you.
My air is blowing. Do you want to fill it to make you feel better, ma'am?
Yes.
This lady is sick. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, the car is currently on. I don't think there should be much more conversation to it than that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting in whether you're going to actually go into the shops or not, and whether you choose to leave your car on when you're in the shops or not, because then it becomes another question of like, okay, so what then? Do people now, like, people can get in your car, unless you have the second set of keys that your car might come with, then maybe you can leave the car on with the keys inside and use your second set of keys to lock the car. It's a thing you can definitely do, and it's quite funny. Anyway, this just seems to be a case of people getting way too involved in things that don't matter to them, especially considering that it might possibly because the person behind them is a person of color. I don't know. I don't want to assume racism, but it just seems awfully weird that they are very obsessed with this, even though the car's on. If you pay any attention to the noise, the car's on. You can hear it. This next one is a bit of a tough situation to just watch over. Basically, what's happened here is that something along the lines of a massive stuff up has occurred within the people who work with this landlord and various other things along those lines to pretty much lead to the fact that this person's house was completely emptied and had everything removed for the wrong reasons, because the people in charge, the landlords, wrongly assumed that they had already handed in their keys and had already left. And so now here we have the people who were living in that apartment who've now lost pretty much everything they own, as well as a bunch of priceless things you can't really get back, such as photos of various events in the years. Talking to them now, here's a clip.
I need an explanation for why my mom paid this month's rent, but y'all decided to go in there and clean all of the important stuff out. I have baby pictures in there. My mom has certificates in there. We have important stuff in there, and we paid the rent. And it's still not September 1st, but the apartment is already remodeled. So I need an explanation now, because we've contacted a lawyer, and you guys are getting sued.
Okay.
So this needs to be a part of that.
Okay. So
What's the explanation?
So my understanding was that the keys were turned in by her
No.
last month.
No.
Okay.
My mom has a money order for the rent that was paid here. So explain that. A money order from July 31st to September or August 31st.
Right. So I'm looking into it on that end. I'm not sure. My understanding was that she had turned in keys.
No, the rent was
And
paid.
I understand that.
Okay, so I need to understand what's going on. Where's the keys at? Do you have the keys?
Into the unit. That unit has already been.
Exactly. And the rent is
Okay.
paid.
So am I going to get a chance to talk, or
Yes.
should I just reclose
Yes.
the door? Okay, perfect. So as I stated, we're looking into the situation. My understanding was that she turned in keys to the unit, at which point the unit was then considered to be vacated.
So what
there are
about if the
oftentimes-
rent is paid?
Then
You're
that-
not
then
answering
that.
that.
Money will be refunded to her.
That is not an
For that.
option.
It is an option.
No,
The money
it's
would be
not. The
refunded
month
at
is
that point.
over.
It doesn't matter. But from when she paid, the money would be refunded from when she turned in
Okay,
keys.
she already had, hold on, I'm finna open
So-
the door because he's the one who has it.
Okay.
He's the one who has the keys. He has everything.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I am good. And yourself?
Good. What's your name?
My name's Alicia.
Lisha.
Yes, sir.
So, when did you guys change the stuff in unit?
So I'm looking into that right now as well to figure out exact dates and such. My understanding was that they turned in keys to the unit at the beginning of this month in August.
Where's the keys? Right
We
here.
have the keys.
I understand
Well, what
that.
keys
We
were
also
turned
have-
in?
we
Where,
also
let me see,
have-
Joe. The
Hold on,
keys were
hold
right
on.
there.
Hold on. So, if anybody was going to turn the keys in, that would be me or Alexis.
Okay, and so my understanding is that Alexis turned in keys for the unit,
Alexis.
and then that was when the unit was considered vacant.
Alexis. When did you turn in the keys to these guys?
I didn't turn in the keys. She knows she lying.
Okay.
I never turned in.
So
Okay.
the reason why I'm saying that is that I went, the email and everything that you guys sent, the correspondence, we have them. We will have up until the end of this month. I went to Walmart and paid the rent up to the end of this month. We have our stuff in there. I have both keys.
Both keys.
So if anybody was going to turn in any keys, that would be me, not Alexis. Because she don't have any keys to turn in.
Right, so I understand that, and I am not sure what happened. This is something that happened with my now former assistant manager. I'm figuring out this information today. So she doesn't work here anymore.
It doesn't matter.
They
But
tore
so-
out the rooms.
That doesn't matter.
No, I
All
understand.
our stuff
That
is
doesn't
gone.
matter.
100%, and I
I
understand.
have 2 shoes left.
That doesn't
So
matter.
I understand, like I'm saying to you, I'm working on figuring out on my end what happened, because this was not something that I was a part of. So my understanding was that I was told by her, she told maintenance, that keys were turned in and that unit was vacant, to trash it out and to go ahead and get ready with the make readies process. That was what she was told.
Okay, where are the keys?
So
where are the keys?
the keys
What,
are,
what key? Where are the keys?
Where are
at?
the keys?
we have a copy of the keys.
That's not the original
You're gonna
keys.
have- you're gonna-
I'm
you're
not
gonna-
gonna-
you're
we're not
have
gonna
the
do
copy.
Do you understand that valuable
I
things
do
were taken
understand.
out of the apartment?
I do understand.
I have things in there that are important. You're not closing any door, and we're staying here. The
Relax.
You guys are lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're sitting here lying. That's how valuable the stuff is that y'all threw away. Do you understand? Not only are you getting sued for the apartment, you're getting sued for emotional damage. Do you understand? The stuff is valuable. I don't care. You guys, and this is for the court so the judge knows how much I'm hurt about the things. All you guys are responsible. responsible. I don't care if it was a former anything. You're responsible now. The heck? Oh, you guys are sitting here lying. Yes, you are. Pull out the keys. Pull out the keys. Pull out the keys.
I just need her to either stop screaming or to walk away.
Obviously, what's happened here looks to be something of a giant stuffer from someone down the chain, if the landlord is to be believed, which personally I think it's probably the case, because I don't know why a landlord would do something this egregious when they, live in America, you know, the country of the lawsuit. They will take you to court and take a lot of money from you because you've literally got rid of tens of thousands of dollars of possessions, let alone acknowledging the priceless ones. So I genuinely do believe that there was a colossal stuff up somewhere down the line, and the landlord hasn't put in enough checks and balances to double check this type of stuff so it doesn't happen. Because why didn't you yourself make sure you had all the original keys? Because I understand most landlords and real estate agents will usually have a copy of the main keys of a house, purely because, you know, maintenance workers, let's say they need to come in to fix some pipes or replace some dying fans or clean the air, or do what maintenance workers need to do that is the responsibility of the landlord / real estate. You can't guarantee the people who are currently living there in the rental are going to be home at the time. Yeah, you give them the heads up this is going to be happening and give them a chance to at least organize someone to be there. But, you know, some households, everyone is going to be at work at the normal times where people will come and do maintenance things. And so these maintenance workers will have to get in some way or another. And that is its own can of worms that we're not opening here, because this is already going to be a bit discussion here anyway. So it makes sense that she would have a copy of the keys. But wouldn't you want to double check that you have all the keys, especially when you're about to clear out the apartment, just to make sure that you're doing the right apartment and everything is as you've been told, to avoid stuff up like these? I hope that's what this person does moving forward, and anyone who is a landlord watching this will also do that to make sure this stuff doesn't happen. Because that is just someone's life possessions just gone. You can't get that back. It's all long gone. It's been thrown out. It's been trash. It's been crushed. All the priceless photos and memories and all the pictures and all that is just gone. That there's not much you can do about that. Money can't replace certain things, and that's just where we are.
Is next clip a racist Karen at a shopping store?
It says 49 cents. You heard me. I asked you what country you're from. That says exactly what it says up there.
What you say?
It doesn't say that.
Did you say what country I'm from?
Yeah. I said that you can't understand that English written right up there.
Miss, I have lived in America just like you did. Now get out my store.
Boo.
Get out my store.
I'll dispute
Get
it.
out my store.
Boo. Please.
Boo, you're the problem.
Oh, yeah?
Boo.
I better guess again, pal.
It's $1.20. Boo, you're white trash. White trash. White trash.
You're not allowed to wear barefooted. Sure we are.
I love how the first thought from a lot of Karens is when they see someone who is of color or a different race than just being a white Caucasian person, they stumble on some form of English. It's like, oh, what country are you from? Oh, you don't speak English? Oh, it's like, even though I speak in English, far out, that's a great example of that. Even though I've literally only spoken English my entire life, I still stumble on the simplest of damn things because, herder, I'm human. Whoa.
This guy here catches a pair of people stealing some stuff from some shops and just records them, just because.
That's hella embarrassing, dude! Look at this shit! No plates, right? But I got video of you, though.
Broke ass bitches. Get a job.
Hey, my mama got a job. Look at y'all. Look at you, take a video. Y'all are embarrassing. Y'all are good.
Wait, let me have it. I'm going to jail anyways.
I'm good. Y'all are stupid as y'all really got no life. I'm post y'all over Facebook. Y'all go get caught.
You might be wondering, why don't they make an attempt to stop them? And I say it's probably a good thing they don't, because this is America. You never know what's going to happen next if you choose to get involved with something along these lines. Like, you're already playing a dangerous game recording a group of people who are stealing. You never know if they may whip out a gun because they don't like you recording them. And also, second thing, have these guys ever packed a car before? Or is the boot and back seats just full? Because why is he grabbed a whole bunch of stuff and was going to hop into the driver's seat with the stuff in his hand? Like, that's just stupid and extraordinarily, I know you're already risking a lot of things, but you really want to get yourself killed while driving because you got a bunch of stuff on your lap and you crash and the airbag just pops it all into your chest. Like you're just so stupid, really.
Here we've got a guy who's either high on drugs or very, very drunk, or maybe a mixture of both, and also may potentially have some form of mental issues because he accuses his neighbor of apparently replacing the post of his fence. Yeah, just watch the clip.
On the camera, changing the poles, putting the nails in, driving nails from the other side. We're going to court. We're going to court.
Okay.
You're a dumb. Moving the posts, replacing the poles, when I got before and after pictures and a video camera hidden.
That's fine.
Are you stupid or what?
I didn't touch anything.
You didn't?
No.
Who did?
How would I know? That's what I tried telling you last night.
How do you know?
How do I know? Because I know what I do and what I don't do.
Because you know what you do and you don't do?
Right.
Who's been with my fence, mother? On your property when you're there watching the whole time.
Why would I be
holes in my not fence, looking into my garage? You seen it? Why don't you take a look for yourself?
Listen, I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Explain this, Phillip.
No, I'm not explaining nothing.
You see that red fence post over there? The
I have
cops
no
have already
idea
seen it and been there.
That's fine.
That red fence post matches the paint on your property over there.
That's fine.
And we seen you move it.
Okay. I told you I didn't do it. Say what?
You're done.
What do you mean I'm done?
You're done. You don't know who I know. Call your boys. Call your Porsche boy. I know where he lives.
You gotta step up.
Right across
my property. You gotta get off my property. Please.
Right across the bridge there in Gulfstream. I know where that motherfucker lives.
Smell like alcohol.
What are you doing? Cops are up your mother because they seen it all. They're up your.
Okay.
You want to play games and change my fence posts out?
Listen, I'm not doing anything. You're totally crazy.
See who drives nails from this side of the fence into that side. Bullshit, motherfucker. I've got pictures on my camera. I got video. You're gonna get
just understand. Stay off my property.
Start making phone calls, motherfucker.
I don't need to.
Start calling the police. Start calling the landlord.
Listen.
We all got your.
Listen, drunk. You're drunk. Step off my property. I'm not doing anything to you. You're drunk. Step off my property, please.
I'm off.
You know, I'm genuinely curious. Why would a person go out of the way to replace a core post of a fence? Just to replace it. What's the bloody point of that? Like, genuinely speaking, like it just sounds so stupid to me. Just right off the bat. Let alone the additional fact that he, according to the guy who records, he smells like alcohol and he seems a little bit loony and is just really obsessed. It's like, you're done, man. You don't know who I know. I know where your friend lives. You know, the guy, that posh guy. Like, jeez, man, you're making threats, you're doing everything. If we had a bingo card for the worst, from what Karens can say, we probably got a bingo right about now. In this next clip, we got a Karen at what I'm assuming is a bank, not happy with how she's being talked to.
You're not explaining a question that I'm asking you, and when I'm asking you about, okay, if this is not active, like your dude, get your supervisor. Get your supervisor. Find a supervisor. Are you a supervisor? Can you grab one? Okay. You need a reality check for somebody to really get you. Beat that ass. That's what you need. You need somebody to beat that ass. Come here, baby. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I do work for the county, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm high and mighty and I can talk below to people. I know who I work with. I know who I work for. You're not going to talk to me that way, so don't come over here and tell me to lower my tone. You need to go address him in the way he speaks to people. Thank you. If you don't like that, then you can go get a supervisor and we can have that conversation. Okay, so then you should come over here and speak to your employee and not speak to me.
Hello. Yes.
Sir, please just go. Please go so I can get this done. Please go.
Got no response to that one. That was just an interesting clip. We're gonna move on with our day.
King. This door-to-door salesman has some extreme dedication to his job, attempting to do some door-to-door knocking whilst a tornado siren is going off in the background. Here's the clip.
Hi, ma'am. It's a whole tornado outside.
I know, I was already...
Go on somewhere. We in cover.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. Okay.
Well, why are you still standing there, honey? Yeah, go ahead.
You okay?
Yeah, you okay? It's a tornado outside.
I'm just in the neighborhood.
Yeah, go home. What's goddamn scooter? Now this shit don't make no sense. You can't make this shit up.
Was that a sequence? Oh my god. I don't even know, like, I mean, I don't even know what to say to this one. That's just ridiculous. Like, man doesn't seem to know what's going on. He's just doing his job, and then he rides away on one of those Segway unicycle thingy-bobs. I forget what they're called. All I know is, like, several years ago, those things were exploding and having lots of issues. So people, like, that was its own. Like, I don't even know where to start. This is just such a wacky clip. Here we have a manly man who's doing manly things by trying to start fights with fast food workers because he can't control his own anger. Let's get into the clip.
Come on, you little shit. Come on. I'm gonna kill you. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on, bro. Come on, you little bro. Come on. Come on, you ain't shit. Come on. Come on. Hold on. Come on. What you trying to do? Come on. This ain't gonna hurt me. You're a little shit. I'll show you what a little shit you are. Come on. You're a bum. Come on. Come on. You're a bum, bro. Come on. I got in your face. You didn't do nothing, bro.
What the hell? It's alright,
beat me up, bro.
It's not worth
He's crazy, he's crazy.
Because I'm like, yo, because I told him you gotta wait because we're making your order. And he's mad.
No, yeah, I saw.
You saw he gets in my face. He didn't do nothing, bro. I'm outside. And he's telling me to go outside when I was just there, bro.
It's not your fault, bro. He's crazy. He's crazy.
I nicely asked him to park in the front. Same thing I did to you. Now he's getting in my face.
He's crazy, bro. Don't worry.
Like, what?
Oh crap. This guy's mad. The guy in the Jeep.
I do think it should be made clear we have no idea how we got here in the first place, but by the sounds of the person behind the camera who's another customer, hopefully, it doesn't seem like the response was warranted in any way, shape or form. Well, granted, it doesn't matter what it was, unless the guy threatened to kill him or something along those lines. That type of response was so unnecessary and so obtusely over the top. Like, he completely lost it. He dropped his balls and was pissed at everyone else about it because that happened, so he decided to go on a rampage. And then drove away in his Jeep. What a manly man.
This guy brought his dog onto the train with him on his way home, and well, his dog decided to jump on another person. The person's reaction to this isn't exactly what I would say the greatest reaction. Here's a clip.
My dog gets trained.
Well, obviously he not, because he just jumped on me.
And like I'm saying,
I'm not overreacting. I am allergic to dogs, and your dog just jumped on me.
You're still overreacting.
No, I'm not. I don't care. Keep their dog. First of all, you cannot control your dog. I watched your dog go in this lady's bag and all of that. No, I'm not. Y'all do too much. With these dogs on the train. Y'all do too much.
You're still overreacting.
No, I'm not. And if you recorded me, I hope you not recording me because I'm not talking to you no more.
Oh, but your problem was with me, right?
Oh, but I just told him if he's recording me. So shut the up.
Really, miss? Really?
Exactly.
Really? Do you need to go that far?
Yes.
You're overreacting.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
That dog jumped him on me.
All right,
That's no such thing as a Stop recording me.
And has my
Your
dog
guy
done
just
anything
told
to
you to
since
stop
I
recording me.
I can do whatever I want.
All right.
I apologize.
All right.
I ain't got no dog, bro. You better worry about that.
I don't care.
Want you.
Yes, you are recording. You are recording.
Look, I get it, honestly. I don't, like, is this a bit of an overreaction? Maybe. This would purely depend on your own opinion on this type of thing. Personally, I think that you shouldn't let your dog just do that unless, like, the person is actively going, hey, come here, and wants to pat the dog or something along those lines. Like, you should be trying to hold your dog pretty much next to you when you're on the train. There are people who could be allergic to the dog. There are people who could have like a full-on fear of dogs, and that could cause issues there. Like, you don't know what people have when it comes to potential issues with dogs. If the person shows that they want to give affection to the dog, like we see later in this clip, another person is patting the dog and all of that, then okay, let the dog approach that person. But you shouldn't just let it happen. Genuinely. I do get the reason to this reaction. Is it a bit of an overreaction? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't really agree to that one. I do get her reaction here, and yeah, maybe you should... Yeah, your dog might be trained, but maybe you should be more human and accept that there are some people who might be allergic, might have issues with dogs, and it's probably best to, unless the person actively shows they want to give affection to the dog, keep the dog by your side. You got a leash for a reason. Make use of it? I don't know.
Here we have a very upset and aggressive Kevin going over their neighbors, threatening to fight them.
Nose all day. Walk away, or you won't have the chance to, bruh. You're trying to intimidate me.
I'm not trying to intimidate you.
Then stop staring at the house. Don't touch me. Because if I touch you, I'll punch you.
He's not touching me.
You tried to shake my hand. You got glasses on, use them.
Well, so if he's trying to shake...
I don't care. At this point, it's a respect thing. I told him to stop staring at the house. Dude, walk away or I'm going to stop. Walk away or I'm going to stop it. I'm not going to... And walk. You're trying to intimidate somebody by staring at our house. Walk at our property, you're staring at.
Cats.
So walk away before I can't stop
I see them
it.
cats in the road, I'm gonna run their ass over.
Do you want me to have him put his hands on you?
And I'm promising you're not gonna want to.
So walk away,
because
bro.
I'm an MMA
We already went back on our property. You're scared.
He's using them fighting words because we can all clearly see that he's a bit stuttery, he's probably a bit nervous as to actually turn into an actual fight, or maybe he just can't speak at all and that's why he's all reliant on the fighting part of the entire thing. Either way, crazy people do crazy things and that's just what it is here and completely stupid. Here we have the neighborhood Karen who seems to be a bit loony, taking her dogs out for a walk and after coming back decides to go off at her neighbor for apparently getting her fired. Let's watch the clip.
My dogs are afraid of me because of you. This is you. Fucking bitch.
Here, and it looks like you are too. We'll be right there.
Really? Where's your mom? If you don't work and ring the doorbell. Bitch, you cost me my job. You cost me my fucking job. How cost you your job? You called. I work for the city. I used to work for the city. You called the city because I dropped a glass off my goddamn. I did not fucking call the city, ma'am. We have our issues, but I would what you did.
No, I did not.
You called the law on me.
But I didn't call the city.
Yeah, you called the law on me. I lost my job because of you.
Well, that's not my issue.
Yeah, it is your issue because you can't control your kids.
Now, you was cussing at the little white girl. I got you up. My camera records.
Really?
She was down here on the steps and you came out cussing. Do you want me to show you the video? I got you on fucking camera cussing at the little girl and I showed it to the office. And I showed it to her and I showed her and I showed it to her. You on camera cussing at the little kid. So you was too fucking drunk to hold your fucking liquor, so you dropped that fucking glass on the kids. That's not my fucking issue. That's your issue. Learn how to hold your fucking liquor. That's what you need to do. Learn how to hold your fucking liquor. That's not my issue. You lost your job.
My issue is you called the law on me.
Okay, you dropped a fucking glass on the kids.
Because this kid is screaming at my dogs, and I had to jump up.
The first thing I just want to point out here, did anyone else notice how that dog was acting? Is it just me, or did that dog seems very uncomfortable and unhappy in its current position in life? Like it was sitting there, not doing anything. She has no idea how to operate that lead by the clearest of degrees, considering she was trying to pull it to get the dog to start walking, but failed miserably. And then when the dog started walking, when it was going down the stairs, it was moping in a way, and the dog's tail was tucked between its legs. Now that just might be because the dog's tail don't work no more, but I doubt it. It seems like that dog is genuinely unhappy, potentially distressed, and various other things if it's not even willing to go out for a walk. And considering the actions of this person later in the clip, that wouldn't be too surprising that the dog's home life is a bit miserable. Anyway, moving along from that one, by the sounds of the story here, it turns out that one night this person got obscenely drunk and then started doing obscene things in the neighborhood, potentially doing some wrong things towards the kids, and ultimately the neighbor here whose doorbell we're looking at called the cops on them to get them arrested, to potentially hope that it would clear up the ordeal because they were going a bit loony. And ultimately, because she works with the city, it got back to the city itself and they decided to fire her, to terminate her contract because of her disorderly conduct with someone else who lives in the city. That's probably what happened here, and this Karen is a bit of a lunatic. I wouldn't be too surprised if she's drunk right now with this in this clip, considering the way she's swaying around when she's trying to stand still, and she's now just trying to blame it on her neighbor when it's entirely her fault. Here we have, in my opinion, a very bizarre situation. Basically, so Hawaiian culture, Samoan culture, Pacific Islander culture as a whole, honestly, has this little thing with graduations where they have these flower necklaces, aka called leis, and it's just a thing they wear on graduation days. But here, this school here wasn't exactly happy with letting this one student do that, and caused a whole plethora of issues here, which culminated into this clip here. I'll talk a little bit more about it after the clip. Here's a clip.
We watch it every year.
Okay. So then on the webinar,
it doesn't matter.
We made it very clear.
So we went to the district to get permission, but you guys didn't want to call the district.
Our family permits the leis. We gift the leis.
It's Hawaiian tradition to celebrate after the ceremony.
No, are you Hawaiian?
During the ceremony, all of us walked across with leis.
How many Hawaiians do you have in your family?
It takes us years to get these leis. We don't get these every graduation.
I'm so sorry, but we
You're not sorry. I don't want to hear sorry. I want my daughter to be on that field walking with her traditional garb like every one of my other family members in the past have graduated. That's what I want, because she deserved it.
We have other students that
Did they go to the district and ask for permission?
Well, he asked. He got to wear it when he graduated. He asked. He got to wear it when he graduated.
Every one of my
So I don't get it.
You don't have my permission to videotape me, so please stop videotaping.
Public school, it doesn't matter.
But I am saying
no, you don't
have
have
permission.
Okay, I won't videotape you. I'll videotape her.
You don't need permission.
But we'll hear you.
Okay, so the ceremony is going. We're just needing
I know
to
the
know what the
ceremony is going.
decision. What's the decision?
Do you want to walk down there with your leis? You're going to walk.
I see people wearing their cultural banners, and just like her whole.
I mean, you might as well tell Christian people not to wear a cross in the graduation.
It's just the simple flower lay and our flag.
I know what you're saying, Mijo, and it's a different principle from when
It's
you
not a
guys
principle.
do it when you guys
This is a
graduated.
lifestyle. This is my culture.
None of the
This
schools
is
in the
discrimination
district-
against my culture. I don't care what the other schools is. This is this school. This is this district.
All of our schools have the same policy.
It's not, I don't care. Policy isn't law. Policy isn't right.
Can we make an
I had
This
Dr.
is a cultural. This is
I
a
had Dr.
cultural
Cook
thing.
on my side when I graduated last year, and he
Folks,
allowed me.
we're running out of time. Like Ms. Santana said, we need a decision for you.
Do you want to walk
Make
with
the
your
decision.
legs?
Well, she's
He
made a
wants to walk with
decision.
his legs.
She wants to walk, she can't wear it. So it's up to you. If you want to walk, you do it, and then you can take this to the district.
It's going to the district.
However you want to do
It's
it,
going
but
to the
you're running
district.
out of- I mean, they're going to start calling names in about 6 minutes. So what do you want to do?
Do the right thing and let her walk down
Well,
there.
I'm sure we're past that point.
said
So
that she-
We're not
decide
past
what you
that point.
want.
Go down there with your legs. Go down there with your legs. Let them tackle you. See what happens. Go down there with your legs,
Sir,
baby.
I'm sorry. We need you to be more level-headed.
No, I am level-headed.
Okay.
Go with your legs.
There's not really been much more updates post this clip since like a month ago. We do know that they were just escorted off the property and were pretty much told to come and collect her diploma on a later date, aka making sure that she wasn't allowed to partake in typical graduation practices with the rest of her cohort, which is just wild to me. Because I see this as a very simple thing. Like, I don't get why this is bad. I don't understand why you wouldn't be okay with them doing the traditional graduation thing along these lines. It's not going to harm anyone. It's not like other people are also doing the same thing of their following their own traditions and culture for how to do graduations. Like, in my graduation in 2018, which probably gives you a good side of my age if you can understand things, the school I went to, I think probably about 30% of it was Samoans. And, well, when it came graduation day, they had plenty of these. All of them had a lei and walked up there and graduated with a lei. And it was a really cool experience to see all these people like just being allowed to embrace their culture and sharing it with everyone else who was partaking that day. It was really cool. I genuinely, outside of discrimination or some stupid political thing, I don't get what is so wrong with doing this. Like, why refuse to let her do that? It's not going to hurt anyone. It legitimately is something that just confuses me on why. It makes no sense why this matters so much like this. You have to say, no, you can't do that. Because ultimately, this is just going to lead to these parents taking it further up the chain until they get what they want, because it is kind of stupid. But I suppose that's what it is. You've ruined someone's graduation for your own reason for something. I don't know. It's stupid, really.